Although it's not, because it's not verified or confirmed, and it's been denied. Although if it wasn't, it's still a big story.
That Mayweather and
McGregor and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Here's where the whole thing makes no sense.
Okay.
Now, first off, Mayweather came out yesterday and said, look, I'm retired, man. Until I tell you I'm not retired, I'm retired, number one. Number two, Dana White would never let it happen unless he's involved. And by all accounts, they have not negotiated a deal.
Does he controls
He has the
Conor
rights to McGregor.
Okay.
Number three, ever since UFC sold to, what was it, William Morris, IMG, and whatever group of people were involved in it, you know, if you notice, things have not been going great for them financially. There's a lot of money they spent on it. So where I do believe it makes sense is that it would be the biggest pay-per-view fight of all time. Here's the problem with it. It would be a boxing match. So you're telling me that the single greatest pound-for-pound boxer of his generation is going to lose to a guy that's not a pure boxer?
Let me ask you this question.
There's no way that happens.
Mayweather wouldn't want to do this fight anyway. You know why? Because if you go against one of these other fighters, you actually have to fight. You can't just sit there and, you know, play defense. You actually got to get into the ring and go and fight. And would it be under boxing rules? I guess it would be.
It's a boxing match, and I know you don't follow that close. If you see how McGregor, lost to Diaz 9 months ago, he lost because Diaz could box him. He's not a boxer. He's a mixed martial artist and a great one.
So you're the question that I would have for you.
It's moronic.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
it would be the single biggest spectacle of all time.
It would be awesome.
And I hope it happens.
But the point being is that you have a legitimate boxer, pound for pound, maybe the best boxer ever,
right?
Against a guy who's going to go in there. Is part of his attack plan going to be neutered because he's fighting a boxer, or are they going to allow him to do everything that he normally does?
It's not an MMA fight. It's a boxing match.
So then he's not allowed to do everything else that he's supposed, that he's good
got to go in there with boxing gloves on and box him. There's no way McGregor beats Mayweather in boxing.
Then it's just a bunch of crap.
Much like there'd be no way Mayweather would beat McGregor MMA.
It's just a bunch of crap then.
It's a bunch of crap except for this.
Yeah.
If it did happen,
it's not happening.
It would be bigger than Mayweather-Pacquiao.
It's not happening.
No, but here's why it could happen. The amount of money that's involved for all parties would make it plausible. It makes no sense because, if McGregor beats him, what's it say about boxing? It's a joke, right?
Yeah.
If he gets knocked out in the first 30 seconds or 2 minutes or a couple rounds, it's what we expect. He's not a boxer, right?
Right, yep.
But when someone says to you, look, the pay-per-view alone is going to generate $300-400 million. You got to at least give it consideration, don't you?
Yeah, I think you do. But at the end of the day, why would you step into the ring if you're McGregor? You're basically
$50 million.
I know, but you're being neutered. You're not being able to do what you do to protect yourself and to win the fight.
Well, I mean, he knows how to box. He's just not a boxer.
But he's going to step into the ring with one of the greatest fighters of all time.
But it's $50 million.
Yeah, okay. And then and then you and I will go, and then everybody will be bored, and everybody will be mad at Mayweather because he's not really engaging into a fight. He's just playing defense.
Well, no, that fight will end with a knockout. One way or the other, that fight ends with a knockout. That fight does not wind up. That's not Pacquiao Mayweather. That being said, you and I will go because we're Vegas kinds of guys. We'll bring the whole crew again. We'll sit there. We'll make small talk with celebrities who have no idea what we do for a living, and then stab us in the back when we walk away. And then right after that, you know what happened?
What?
You and I will probably walk through the streets of Vegas again. We'll go have a good time. And at the end of the day, we'll say, that fight never made any sense, but we're glad we came.